She is one of the biggest stars in Hollywood right now. She's an Emmy winner, and now she's sharing the screen alongside John David Washington and Malcolm and Marie. She gets respect. It's already getting tons of awards buzz. Good morning, Zendaya. Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Hope you're nice and warm wherever you are. It's a little snowy here in the NYC, but I have to say, we want to talk about the movie. Your tribute to Cicely Tyson, Zendaya, was absolutely beautiful. What did she mean to you as a person and as an actor?
Right. I mean, I've always been a huge fan of Cicely Tyson. I mean, she's iconic. She's a trailblazer, and I think without her, I wouldn't be able to be doing what I'm doing. So she means, I think, so much to a lot of us, and specifically Black women. So we honor her and just, and are so grateful for everything that she gave us. And I think she's immortal in a lot of ways. She'll continue to live on with us through her work and her art. And yeah, so it's tough, but it's also one of those things where we just celebrate such a beautiful life,
Amen.
And Zendaya, you said you wouldn't be able to be where you are without Cicely Tyson. I'm sure Halle Berry and a lot of women of color in the business would make the argument. But to see this line now, Cicely Tyson, Halle Berry, and Zendaya, I'm going in this order here because Halle Berry said that you are proof positive that something is working and that Hollywood is changing. At only 24 now, do you now feel that responsibility to keep that line going? How do you now, even at 24, start to lay the groundwork for some other young lady that's behind you?
Right, absolutely. I think, a lot of progress has been made, obviously, but there is still a lot more to do. And, I just hope that, especially since I'm coming into this new kind of producerial world, and figuring out how to make the things that I really want to see. I mean, hopefully I can be a part of that change, hopefully be a part of making it easier for the next young woman who wants to make something. It's our job to continue to keep those doors open that were broken open for us. So it really does mean so much to me, that support and that love, and I hope to just make everybody proud and continue to do it.
You are doing that all the time. Let's talk about Malcolm and Marie. I think the first thing people will notice, it's all black and white. What do you think that choice brings to the experience?
Well, other than the fact that it's just pretty, it's beautiful, but it adds kind of like this timelessness to it. But it also, I think, there was a thought also about reclaiming kind of the narrative of black and white Hollywood and black actors really having their moment at that time. It wasn't, we weren't as present in the black and white era. So I think, a lot of filmmakers have kind of already done this before, a lot of black filmmakers. So it's not necessarily a new idea, but we did want to kind of pay tribute to that era and kind of reclaim that beauty and that elegance at that time with these, two black actors.
Let's give everybody a look.
You are the neediest man I've ever dated. But at the same time, you are also the least jealous man I've ever dated. I mean, I could literally be hanging on some random guy's arm and you would never think it's sexual. You just come up to me and be like, "Hey babe, what the hell are you doing? I need your help. I can't remember everybody's name here. Come on, let's go."
But whose arm are you hanging on?
That's the thing, it doesn't really matter.
Is this about tonight, Marie?
Kinda.
Kinda?
Hey, Zendaya, the trailer warned us this is not a love story, but it is a story about love. And it is beautifully shot. And you and John David, the chemistry just comes jumping off of the screen. How did you mentally get into the role? Because it is deep, really deep.
Well, this is a movie that I essentially asked to be made. While we were in quarantine, I was talking to Sam Levinson, who's also our creator of Euphoria, and we just had a lot of creative discussions. I mean, we know each other very well, and we talk almost every day, and so I think through that, you know, he kind of came with this concept of Malcolm and Marie and began writing, and he would write pages, like 10 pages at a time, call me, we'd discuss it. And the only person in his brain that he could think of when he was writing this or beginning to write this character was John David Washington. So he wrote it for us, and, you know, we both are also producers and financiers, and, you know, it really is our baby in that way. You know, we did it all together, and you know, did it the safest way possible, and we all did it really as a family. I mean, it was such a collaborative experience, something I've never really been able to be so in depth with a script and with, you know, the creation of something in that way. So I think that kind of closeness and that experience sharing and those conversations that we all shared while creating this thing, I think contributed heavily to, you know, that chemistry. You know, we're all in this together in a very literal way. So I'm so grateful for John David, because he's such a talent, and one of the, I mean, I couldn't have been able to go to those places without that partnership, for sure.
And we're seeing that scene there. There's a scene at the beginning where he's eating some macaroni and cheese, and I'm not sure how people are going to feel about macaroni after that scene.
Come on now.
Listen, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance.
All right, but let's turn for a second. We're talking about your acting career and the accolades and the awards, and even some say the awards that will come. But still, you're a powerhouse in the fashion world as well. You're gracing the cover of GQ. They're actually saying, "Welcome to Zollywood." Also, you're the new face of Valentino. Some people may forget you were a Disney Channel star. And not that you ever want to put that behind or forget that was so important to you, but you've made a transition that people think is pretty amazing right now. Where does that part of your career now stand? And as you look at where you are now and where you came from?
You know, I'm grateful for those beginnings. You know, I think it was a great learning place, and, you know, I think so many people got to grow up with me, which is also really special. And I've gotten to be a part of people's childhoods, which also means a lot. So, you know, I think it's a very special thing, and I think I've been just so grateful that people have grown with me, allowed me to as a young woman kind of coming into my own, have allowed me to experience different roles and supported me through, I think, my creative evolution. And my job really is to take my time, do things that make me excited and push me to be better with everything that I try and everything that I step out into. And I'm just grateful that, you know, I've had this support since I was a kid, you know. So I take my time, try to do my best, you know. One step at a time, really.
Well, you know, Disney is our parent company, so we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We still claim you. But bless you. All the best going forward, Zendaya. Always a pleasure. And Malcolm you're welcome. Malcolm and Marie in select theaters now and on Netflix globally on February 5th. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.